Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of our Living Pokédex challenge in Pokémon Gen 2. Our goal is to obtain every single Pokémon in the game. Every single Pokémon means every evolution step. I made a video detailing the rules of this challenge and how we will approach it. You can find a playlist in the video description. Our Pokémon Silver adventure starts in New Barktown, in a world full of wonder and possibilities. Who knows what's in store for us in the future? Literally getting your butt kicked. Not one of the possibilities I was thinking of. In Professor Elm's lab, we choose Totodile, because I love water Pokemon. And we name him Croc, because... You will quickly notice I play at night. That's not by choice. At the start of the adventure, I was playing in the late afternoon or evening, and what Gen 2 considers night is from 6 PM onwards. So get ready for a lot of hoot-hoots. Our first objective is to visit Mr. Pokémon. The start of the game is similar to the first gen. We are asked to go back and forth between the starting area and a nearby town to get our feet wet. There, we are given the Pokédex by Professor Oak. It is unreliable for the Living Dex, but we'll take it anyway. We then get a call from Professor Elm that says, "Oh my god, help!" And that's it. Pokegear phone, clearly a fantastic new addition to the game. On the way back, we encounter the unknown butt kicker, and this marks the start of our reign of terror. It is fitting that for the first trainer fight in the game, we are already overleveled. Get used to that. It's going to be the theme of the playthrough. Back to Elm's lab, we are questioned on the identity of the Chikorita thief we just encountered. He did tell us his name was ? So I'm gonna call him Mark. With that, and after a kiss to our mom goodbye, the journey starts. As previously mentioned, our goal here is to achieve a living Pokédex, and in order to do that, we must set up our main file, which is what this playthrough is going to be about. The plan is simple. Play the game until we unlock every single area in the game, obtaining all HMs in the process. So we have to play until we get to Mount Silver. Let's do this! Of course, we will try and catch Pokémon we don't have in the process, like this level 2 Hoot Hoot on Route 30, our very first catch. Quickly joined by Bellsprout on Route 31. Speaking of Bellsprout, our next stop is going to be Sprout Tower in Violet City, a tower full of trainers who exclusively use Bellsprout. You'd think having a water-type Pokemon in a tower full of grass types would have me scared, but it's Bellsprout. At the top, we meet Mark, who teaches us how to use an escape rope and beat the Master, who uses Hoot Hoot. As a reward, we get the HM Flash and the ability to enter Violet City's gym to fight a complete joke. I meant Faulkner, Violet City's gym leader. Yeah. At the Pokémon Center, we talk to one of Professor Elm's assistants, which gives us an egg. This is far from being the first egg we'll handle as part of the Living Pokédex, but for this playthrough, it will be the only one. So we keep it warm and proceed onward. On Route 32, we catch Zubat, and while fighting fishermen, as I'm known to do, we encounter Ralph, who we exchange numbers with. See, there are 6 Pokemon in the game which can randomly swarm unique areas. To get notified when swarms happen, we need to have the phone number of 6 specific trainers in the game. I will only show you the first one, but know that I had to be particularly careful not to miss these special trainers during the adventure. Next is Union Cave, where we meet Rattata and Onyx, and onto Azalea Town, which I thought was Azalea Town. If you ever hear me mispronounce words, it is not at all by malice, but ignorance. English is not my first language, and while I usually get most words right the first time, Pokémon has a lot of more exotic words, as well as a bunch of made-up ones, making finding the correct pronunciation a guessing game. So feel free to correct me if I am ever really, really wrong. So it turns out Azalea Town has been taken over by Team Rocket, including Slowpoke Well. Unfortunately for them, I now have a very angry Croconaw. Problem solved. As a reward, Kurt gives us a lure ball and tells us he can turn colored apricorns into special balls. I made an entire video about how Kurt's balls do not work, so I will mostly ignore him for the rest of the game. Finally, we take a small detour by the gym for some old-fashioned gym leader destruction, leading to Croconaw learning Bite. I forgot my only water-type move. Finally, we take a small detour by the gym for some old-fashioned forgetting Scratch instead of Water Gun. Thank you. Bite is very good for us, because it has a 30% chance to make the opposing Pokémon flinch, skipping their move. We employ this tactic immediately to beat Mark's Bayleaf. West of Azalea Town is Ilex Forest, where we get cut as a reward for finding a lost Farfetch'd. We also get Paris, Oddish, and the all-useful Headbutt TM. This move makes Pokémon fall out of trees. I won't use it right now, but it will come in very handy later. No, what we're doing right now is getting to Goldenrod, where we have an encounter with one of the most infamous gym leaders in the game, Whitney and her Miltank. But before Miltank, she brings Clefairy, who knows Double Slap, a low damage move that hits several times. I have Rage, a move that gains power whenever I get hit. If you are putting 2 and 2 together, you have probably guessed this fight did not end well for Whitney. Next stop is the National Park. You can enter the bug catching contest on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. By luck, it was Thursday when I arrived. The goal is to catch the best Pokémon in the park. Only one Pokémon can be presented, and this Pokémon can be kept after the contest. The first place reward is a Sunstone. It is the only way to obtain it. Your score is determined by a lot of factors, including stats and current HP. To get the best chance at winning, we try to catch a level 14 Scyther or Pinsir without damaging it. Fortunately, I was able to do that. Unfortunately, Cool Trainer Nick decided to take part in the contest, and Cool Trainer Nick always wins. You can actually restart the game until Nick doesn't show up, but I'm just passing through anyway. Oh, here's a weird tree. Oh, it's a Sudowoodo. Oh, because of the self-imposed rules of this challenge, I have to catch this Sudowoodo or the run is over. Easy. Our journey continues and we arrive at Ecruteak City. In the Pokémon Center, we meet Bill, the person responsible for the Pokémon storage system, which casually drops he can send Pokémon back in time. What? Oh yeah, you can send Pokémon using a time capsule. Pretty neat, huh? What? Anyway, come meet me in Goldenrod at some point. We'll hang out. See ya. What? I get so confused as to how someone could offhandedly mention they created time travel that I get lost on Route 35 and catch Nidoran male, female, and Drowsy. When I meet Bill again in Goldenrod, he tries to buy my silence with a time-traveling Eevee he happened to find. Okay, I'll take it. Speaking of Eevee, our tour of Ecruteak City leads us to beat a bunch of evolutions for the sick enjoyment of some dude who rewards us with Surf, then to the gym, which we, of course, annihilate, and finally to the burned tower, where we catch Coughing and awaken 3 legendary beasts that leave to roam the land. Hopefully nice legendary beasts? Our work here is done. It's Olivine City time. We catch Magnemite on the way and get to the top of the lighthouse where we find a sick Ampharos. Jasmine, the town's gym leader, won't fight us until it is cured. Never mind then, it's Cyanwood City time. Did I mention I love the surf theme? I love the surf theme. If only it wasn't interrupted constantly by Tentacools and Tentacruels. I catch one of each. In Cyanwood City, we obtain the secret potion, raise another gym to the ground, and get the best HM in the game, Fly. Since Scyther cannot learn Fly, we give it to our level 2 Hoot Hoot. Because that makes sense. Ampharos is healed, and Jasmine goes back to her gym leader duties. Another gym? Another... What? Oh no. Jasmine uses the Steel type, which is highly resilient to physical damage, and Magnemite's strategy is to paralyze, confuse, and destroy us with Electric type moves. I try again and... nothing. Are we stuck? What are we going to do? Is my strategy flawed? Do I have to go back and level up other Pokemon? Diversify my team? Use TMs? Learn how to actually play the... Oh, what if I use Surf? No, there we go. East of Ecruteak we go, towards Mahogany Town, getting Goldeen on the way. We then get a call. There's a Snowball Swarm in progress. Great, I'll take 2 please, with a side of Tauros and Meowth. Once I have the Snubbles, I delete the trainer number so this swarm doesn't happen again. Our next destination is the Lake of Rage, which sounds like the place for my Feraligatr since he seems to enjoy biting every gym leader he encounters. Route 43 brings us Venonat and Noctowl, and the Lake of Rage Gyarados. Let's do it again, but with less anger this time, okay? Okay. We then meet the Elite Four Master Lance. Apparently, there's something going on with the lake, Team Rocket, and forcing Pokemon to evolve. Let's investigate that one fishy store in Mahog- Oh my god! I can't show this! Lance just used Hyper Beam on a person! That's messed up! I can't believe it. How about we instead look at me catching Pidgey and Weedle on my way to trading the red scale for the XP share. No violence there. Anyway, once inside Team Rocket's hideout, we thankfully split up with Lance. The funny part about this place is that they have a trap floor where Pokemon can randomly attack you. What they don't know is that it's fantastic for the Living Dex challenge. I pick up Voltorb, Geodude, another Coughing, and once we get to the generator room, an Electrode. Damn it! My arch nemesis, Self-Destruct, is back, and Electrodes love to blow themselves up. It takes me 5 Electrodes to finally catch one before it explodes. Oh right, Jim. Hi Jim. Bye Jim. But we are not done with Team Rocket, as they are taking over the radio tower in Goldenrod City. This whole part is really tedious. From the hideout to the resolution of the tower takeover, you're pretty much fighting the same Pokemon over and over again, with the same generic Team Rocket bad guys. The game is clearly forcing you to level up your team by having a huge number of unskippable trainer fights, and that doesn't make for the most thrilling experience. It doesn't help that the new Team Rocket does not have a leader. It's just a bunch of disorganized fools. So, an hour later, we finally defeat the infamous Rocket Executive. Now, back to our gym-destroying journey. I'm sorry, I meant Living Dex. It is funny that after my least favorite quote-unquote dungeon, the radio tower, comes my most favorite, the Ice Cave. There are a few wild encounters, the Pokemon here are mostly unique, we catch Golbat and Swinub by the way, the cave features ice puzzles, which I really enjoy, and finally, this music. I didn't remember much from the ice cave, other than I liked it. Now, I remember why. But now's not the time to have fun. We are here for serious business. So once arrived at Blackthorn City, we fly away to participate in another bug catching contest. I get second place again, thanks to cool trainer Nick, but at least I now have a pincer. Back to Blackthorn City, we go to the gym and show Claire, the leader, what for. She refuses to give me the badge. This is the second time this game, the first being Whitney, who started bawling the moment she lost. Before I can get the Rising badge, we have to go through the scary-sounding Dragon's Den. What powerful beasts inhabit this dark hidden cavern? Oh, well, might as well catch it. So yeah, we fight our way through Magikarps, get the Dragon Fang, the badge, and we are now ready for the Pokémon League. On our way back to New Barktown, we capture Skarmory and 2 Gravelers, and get ready for the final challenge. We use Surf to traverse the eastern path and arrive in Kanto. To be honest, I always thought this part was weird. I mean, we are technically in Kanto, but this area of the map only exists in Johto games. As far as I'm concerned, this is still Johto. Apart from a quick detour through Tojo Falls, where we get Slowpoke, most of the way forward is spent fighting unskippable trainers, until we get to Victory Road, where we run away from wild encounters instead. We make an exception for Donphan and Rhyhorn though. Oh, here's a fight I'm not running away from. Mark wants a final rematch before the Elite Four. I crush him, of course. I really enjoy his character arc. He starts as this really angry and mean kid, but as he keeps losing, he starts listening to what other people tell him. His quest to be the very best lead him to take a look at himself and start to become a better person. Dang! Did not expect that from the mundane rival character, but I like it. It is now time for the Elite Four. Croc is now level 56, but is it gonna be enough? Can it endure fight after fight? Well, there's a thing I possess that can overcome any obstacle. Something that makes me better than the Elite Four and will allow me to beat this challenge and the next. The power of money! Look at this! Thanks to the amulet coin, I am rolling in dough. Got really bad confused luck on Will? No problem. Koga? No problem. Bruno? No problem. Karen going hard on paralysis? No problem. Twice. Lance? Oh, I'm getting you for hyper beaming an innocent Team Rocket grunt. And that's it. We're done. The Dancing Blossom mark the end of our journey. Through Johto, we are not done. Quick stop by the bug catching contest to take third with a level 13 Scyther, and we go to Olivine City to board the SS Aqua. Here, we spend our cruise time running not 1, but 2 errands. Relaxing. And we arrive in Kanto. A brand new region opens up to us. A brand new region full of gyms! It's time for some mass destruction! While visiting Lavender Town, I get a call from Wilton. There is a Remoraid swarm in progress. In Johto. Oh no! Oh no, I gotta go! Oh, the magnet train is not on. I have to go on foot. Hurry, hurry. Come on. Get out of my way! Where is it? Where is it? Route 44. Okay, alright, we're good. Okay. Oh, I don't have a rod! And it's in Route 12, south of where I was. No! Okay, back. Fish. Fish. Gotta get the fish. Oh, don't you taunt me with your Remoraids. Hi, yes, I love fishing. I play Final Fantasy 13. I caught a lot of fish. It's great. Come on. Thank you very much for the rod. That's really nice of you to give me one just like that. Okay, Route 44. Let's go. Fish. Fish. Fish, 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 fish. Oh, no fish? No fish. Oh, fish. Oh. Oh, there we go. All right. Whew. All right. We get the 2 Remoraid's I need. You know, I heard swarms were time sensitive, so I got scared. Remoraid is not even rare. It's a 10% chance. I don't know what to say. Fish, I guess. Back to Kanto and to Cerulean City. We get back a stolen machine part from my favorite character in the entire game. Seriously, I love how this guy talks. Bye bye Go-Go to you too. We also interrupt Misty in the middle of a date. Girl, your Pokemon have a date with my Pokemon. Done. Quick stop at Fuchsia City to say hello to Janine, the daughter of Koga from the Elite Four. She doesn't fare much better than her father. We deliver the missing machine part to the power plant, which allows the magnet train and the radio tower to work again. Blast those sick beats from our Pokegear, oh yeah! Snorlax doesn't seem to like the music kids listen to these days, and attacks us. We catch him in the hopes of making him understand what music is all about. In Diglett Cave, we get Dugtrio and... Wait, where's Diglett? I only encountered a Dugtrio. Oh. Okay. We get Dugtrio and Diglett. The exit of Diglett Cave is right next to the new Viridian Forest. I know this part may have been disappointing to some, but I absolutely love it. The idea that a place that felt like a scary and treacherous forest full of encounters was actually just a hedge maze and it was all in our kid minds is kind of beautiful. Just as beautiful is the clinic I put on against Brock. After all this, we finally arrive in Pallet Town. There's actually not much here, except for Daisy Oak, which offers to take care of one of our Pokemon every day between 3 and 4 p.m. Luckily, I showed up a bit after 3, meaning Togepi gets the much needed friendship boost. We pass through the town to get to the new Cinnabar Gym, now that Cinnabar Island is destroyed. I'd better have Burn Heal? Dude, you'd better have swim trunks, because I'm about to turn this cave into a water park. In the ruins of Cinnabar Island, we convince Blue to fight us by flashing our 15 badges, get the 16th by beating him, and Professor Oak is so impressed by our power, he allows us to access the last area in the game. We pass through Indigo Plateau, catch Ponyta and Rapidash, and get to the Pokemon Center just outside Mount Silver. With that, we are now done with Pokemon Silver. For now. Of course, the goal is to catch them all, and I have not even entered the mountain yet. But every area of the game is now accessible to us. Before we get to the catching part, we first need to obtain all the missing Pokemon in Silver. Well, we don't need to, but I would like to, so I can keep the best for last. So, here we stand, with the Pokédex indicating 48 Pokemon caught. According to our Living Dex, we have 51 Pokemon caught, with 44 being part of our Living Pokédex, basically 44 in their final form. The journey is far from over, so don't go too far, as I'll come back soon with Gold, Crystal, and even a Gen 1 game. I sincerely hope you have enjoyed this journey through Pokemon Silver. I tried to do something a bit more interesting than just, here's the list of Pokemon I caught. Thank you for your time, and I wish you a wonderful day. Bite is very good for us, because it has a 30% chance to make the opposite. Because it has a 30% chance to make the opposing. Because it has a 30% chance to make the opposing. That's very difficult to say. It doesn't look like it, but it's super difficult to say. Because it has a 30% chance to make the opposite. Oh, God damn it. Opposing. Make the God damn it. Make the opposite. No. Make the opposing Pokemon flinch. Because it has a 30% chance to make the